than me eating your glasses? Wow.
I know. Okay, I want you guys to share with me your thoughts about the tasks that we've been doing. Do you, how do you feel about them? Are they enjoyable? Do you feel like you're starting to learn a little bit about the foundations and the processes of theater? What do you think? Kennedy, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like you are starting to get an understanding of the foundations of theater? Okay. Can you give me an example of something that is interesting?
I don't know.
What was something that you found to be kind of interesting over the past 2 weeks that we've been studying The Lion King? I'm still talking to you, Kennedy. What's one thing that you found to be interesting or fun or?
The acting out the puppet.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Santi, what is something that you have found to be interesting these past 2 weeks as we've been studying The Lion King? And I see that you might also have a question.
My first question is, can I reassess if I got 99% plus?
You can always reassess if you really want to.
Okay, I feel okay.
Hi.
Good
I
morning.
learned all the stage directions at my old school.
Oh, you learned stage directions at your old school, so this was kind of a reminder of that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Lola, what's something interesting that you have maybe learned or something that you just thought was fun or interesting?
Something that I thought was hard. 1 second, I gotta look. I'm on my art thing right now. Actually, I thought it was fairly easy. Like, I didn't find anything super hard. The stage directions were pretty clear because I did acting camp a lot.
Uh-huh.
So I knew the stage directions pretty well.
Oh, good.
So I didn't think that it was really that hard.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be hard. Yeah, some people are going to have a little bit more experience, and that's okay. Mickey, what is something interesting that you thought of, or something that you're like, oh yeah, I learned that, or I don't know, anything just from the past 2 weeks?
I mean, I noticed something about The Lion King.
Yeah, what did you notice?
That it has sort of the same plot as the movie Black Panther.
Oh yeah, I remember reading that in your reflection. That's really interesting. And The Lion King is also loosely based upon a Shakespeare play. Can anybody guess what Shakespeare play The Lion King is based on?
I don't know.
The Lion King?
Yeah, can anybody think of what?
King Richard III.
Who said King Richard III?
That was me. I really don't know.
Why do you think it is roughly based on King Richard III?
Because there's that one guy that like kills everyone to become a king, and then he just goes meh and dies. Scar.
Not quite. I could see how you would think that.
I told you I guessed, so.
That's a good guess, though. That's a really good guess.
What about Hamlet?
Another Shakespeare play that The Lion King is based on.
Hamlet?
Is Black Panther a Shakespeare play?
No, Black Panther is not a Shakespeare play.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the movie.
So,
Don't say it.
You don't want me to say it yet? Okay, I'll put it up on the class page and
Okay, I'm gonna spoil it.
You
No, don't say it.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. do a little research and see what Shakespeare play it's roughly based upon, because it's just kind of interesting.
Hamlet.
Lola, you spoiled it.
I know because I looked it up.
Lola spoiled it. Okay, so I think let's go ahead and get started by going over our tasks this week again and answering any questions that you guys have. I want to keep this meeting kind of short because most of you were here on Monday. Adriana, that is kind of creepy actually. That filter is really creepy. I wanted to make sure that you guys have time to get your work finished. So let's go. I'm gonna go to my little screen sharing situation here and share my screen with you.
God, Adriana, that filter is scary.
That is really creepy.
Oh. I can't ever look at a cat again. That's scary.
Okay, well, you can just look at our Google Classroom. So, all right. So your quiz is due today. So if you haven't done the quiz yet, you can find that in the classwork tab. I made a mistake when I uploaded the document that goes along with your process journal here. This process journal link, for whatever reason, didn't have the second section. So I had to add another one. And I'm really sorry that I made that mistake. Oh, Mickey guessed Hamlet. I didn't hear you, Mickey. You were right too. Okay, so I called this Miss Cortez's weekly mistake because I make mistakes a lot, but it's okay.
So every week you're gonna you're gonna make a purposely a mistake and call it weekly mistake.
No.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome though.
Remember
Like you should
how,
actually send everybody in your 6th grade candy. Oops.
remember how last week I had fixed the spelling errors in the little quiz and it messed up everyone's quiz. So that was my mistake last week, and this was my mistake this week. Hopefully I won't have any more big mistakes, but you know, it's okay. Mistakes are proof that we're trying.
Is next week gonna be like, oh, we're going back to school. Oh wait, that's a weekly mistake.
No.
Okay. That'd be
It's
awesome.
so crazy that
We're not going back to school.
no.
Guys, how many more weeks do we have of school?
Like 6.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine.
Okay, is it just me or like the weeks going by really fast?
Yeah, I want it to go really fast.
Awesome.
Because then we get summer quickly.
You're basically just gonna be doing the same thing except like
No
outside
school.
all
You're just
day
gonna do nothing.
and no school. Yeah, you're
day.
doing nothing. This is better
Guys,
than
so
like
apparently, this whole thing ends at like June 11th, which is 13 days before my birthday.
Kennedy, you're the luckiest person ever.
On June 11th.
I know. Like the only
School
thing-
closed like right before my birthday, and I was so ticked off.
Well, then save your like party for after, or like
I already had
Really
my
move
party,
your
but I
birthday.
didn't get to see my family or get any of my family's birthday gifts. So I was just like,
Aw.
screw coronavirus.
My birthday is next Tuesday.
I'm making you a virtual birthday. Whoa, I threw that.
guys, yeah, we should have a virtual birthday, and then we should all like bake cakes, and then like,
Whoa.
and
It's like
then,
really
have a
windy at my
contest.
house, and there's this tree right here.
There's a
That's
big
just
windstorm
like blowing a bunch
coming
of
in
petals
today.
off.
Yeah.
Who joined?
Somebody else joined us. Scout joined us. Yay. Oh my gosh.
Guys, it's like crazy windy at
I
my
can't
house.
wait. I can't wait for summer because then we get like to do all kinds of clubs or like parties. So
Only if there's
No,
I do that.
really?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I do so many
I go to
camps
like
during the
tennis
summer. Like,
camps. I get
only
soccer
if
Oh,
they
yeah.
have
I'm
them.
at camps.
But
A lot
then,
of
like,
things
what if
got
they get
I'm at
canceled.
camps more than I am at my
yeah, that's
house
boring.
during summer.
That would be boring.
Yeah, a lot of things have gotten
Like,
canceled.
if they get canceled, what are we gonna do?
No, my
Maybe
camps haven't got
entertain them.
canceled yet, and I'm really happy.
I know. So
Yeah.
I go to
Because they're like in late
This
summer.
morning,
So.
Some of you guys might have been there.
talking about
Thief camp.
their
And
whole
I'm going with
plans.
Nevin, and I'm so excited because it's like, so Horse Thief goes over my birthday, so it's exactly
I go there.
like 1 week.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so silly.
I go to Horse Thief. Horse Thief is the best place ever.
You know, they should have horses. I mean, it's called Horse Thief.
No, because it's called Horse Thief Reservoir. People stole horses. That's why it's called
Oh.
Horse
Yeah,
Thief
but they
Reservoir.
don't
Go
have
camping
horses.
there? Is that what you
They have
do?
horses.
My daughter has a Girl Scout camp, and I hope she gets to go to it. I don't know. All right, let's get back on track so that we can talk about our tasks. So as I mentioned before, if you didn't do very well on your quiz, you can reassess it. Just send me an email because I have to go in and actually do the previous one, and then you can redo it. This week you need to go through these materials first. You need to watch these videos before you do the quiz. See, right, it says right here, after watching the video,
Oops.
you complete this quiz, not before. I know a lot of people didn't read the instructions, so please read the instructions. Lola, you have a question.
Okay. So I asked you about this on email, but can we do the like auditions thing at the very end of the unit?
Oh, yeah. I have to look and see how that's gonna work, but I think it could. I have to kind of just finalize it in my brain. Scout, you have a question.
Yes. Okay. Woohoo! So I completed the quiz
Mhm.
because I just researched it on my own because the videos, for some reason, my computer doesn't play videos.
Oh,
So I can't watch any of the INS ones. I couldn't watch the lesson for
are you serious?
language and literature. I couldn't
That
watch
makes me so sad, Scout. What kind of computer do you have?
a Chromebook.
I can watch videos on my Chromebook.
Yeah, me too.
If it's on the slide, you have to press % and then watch it. But if it's not, then
So I have the slide here. So that's one option.
Yeah,
I
I
put
did
both the
I did
videos.
put a slide.
I put the videos here. Can you watch it in the slideshow, Scout?
That's how we have to watch them in INS, and I can't watch it.
Okay, but I also gave you the links to the videos here. Can you watch them here?
No, I can't.
Really? You can't watch any MP4. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Can
I mean-
you stop sharing so I can show you?
Yeah, I will.
Just
Okay, share your screen with me and show me what happens.
that's just, oh, here. It's still going. I opened this like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, that's what happened on my old computer, but now I have my mom's computer.
Weird.
that's never happened on my computer.
Scout, maybe try watching the videos on some other device.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing it on my mom's, except my mom uses that as a classroom for my sister, and I don't want to interrupt, so.
Well, that's fair. I'm just saying, like, when you get a chance, maybe you can try it on a different device because that is super crappy.
Well,
Teach math?
The videos
No, that's not you. That's Count.
are like the most fun because you get to learn all about the Lion King on Broadway.
well, there's a bunch of, like, I was going to show you one of the videos for INS, because
INS,
the
and
videos
it's
on
so-
INS, they don't just keep going, they literally say unavailable to play.
Oh my gosh, that's super frustrating. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, if that keeps happening or whatever, please sign up with an individual meeting with me and I will be happy to, like, I can either get another device and literally hold it up to my screen so you can watch it with me, or I can walk you through it.
Well, that's okay, because I did research it, just not from the links you gave us.
That's fair. Okay, Santi, you had a question.
Can I share my screen?
What for?
When I go into session 2,
Mm-hmm.
section 2,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't, when it says option B, or when you're supposed to put like organize the list into 2 columns, do's and don'ts,
Uh-huh.
it's not there.
What? Okay, open it up. Share your screen with me. Let's see what's going on.
Like down here. It's not there. For the do's and don'ts.
Oh.
The like.
Oh. Dang it. Okay. I don't know why. You know what you could do though, Santi? You could just make your own little columns.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that. I'm guessing that everyone's probably is like that because I just keep messing up this document. Blah. Scout, you had another question, and then Lola.
Yeah. So saying as I can't watch the videos, it's really hard for me to fill out the thing. So can I just stay afterwards and then you can show me the videos like on a screen share or something?
Yes. I can't do it on screen share because the volume on my laptop isn't loud enough, but I can figure, yeah, I can do it on a different one. All right, Lola, you had a question.
So this isn't related to art, but I was wondering why you post the Central Brain daily morning message so late.
It depends on when the person records it on the Flipgrid, and sometimes I don't see it. And yesterday I had like a crazy busy morning, so that's why.
Sorry guys, I just have to get my.
Kennedy, Jay has a question.
You dropped it. Come on.
Ooh, went and came back.
It's not really a question. It's more something. Yeah, so how you made a mistake? I can't view the assignment because it's like not on my.
Okay, share your screen with me and show me what you're talking about.
Like, so I'm not here and I can't.
What the banana sandwich? Ugh. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. What is going on with my thing? Okay. I'm gonna go to my classroom. No, it's me. Okay, I'm gonna go to my class right now. And Kennedy, you are in B2 class. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so upset if I did this wrong. Oh gosh, what did I do? Look at it here. Okay. Oh, let's look at B1. Did I just forget to attach okay, that's what I did. Oh my gosh, B2 people. Okay, anybody in B2 class? Oh, I'm so sorry. I suck so much.
No.
Trade. Fine. We're gonna fix it. It's fine. It's totally fine. Failure. All the failures that I make. See, we make mistakes, but it's okay. We're gonna get it. When Ms. Cortez forgets to attach the document to the assignment, it's really hard for people to do it. I'm so sorry, Kennedy. This was totally my bad. I completely failed to attach it. What? Okay, now we have it. Wow.
Ms. Cortez.
Yes, honey.
What if you forgot to post it and then somebody told you and then you forgot to post it again and then it's past the due date? Will you give us a 0 if it's not there?
Oh, no. I don't. First off, you're not getting any grade deductions for anything that you turn in late. And secondly, if I make a mistake and you let me know, that is really good. I am 100% admit that I make mistakes sometimes, and I sometimes need reminders and help. If I make a mistake and that has any kind of impact on your grade, I will change it if it's my mistake. Like, that would not be fair if something happened because I made a mistake. Lola had a question.
Oh, you can let Bethel go first.
Okay, Bethel, what's your question?
She's muted.
I believe she'd be muted.
Okay, Bethel, if you have a question, you have to unmute your mic, but maybe she's typing it. I'm not sure. All right, go ahead, Lola, while we're waiting for Bethel.
So at the end of the Zoom, like before everyone leaves, can you just read out the whole story thing?
Oh, you want me to open up the story? Okay. Kennedy J, did you go back to that assignment and see if the document was there now? Yay. Allergies are so itchy. Okay.
Did you fix the bottom? Oh, no, never mind. Never mind.
Okay. What other questions do you guys have about the tasks this week? One thing that I noticed, guys, is that a lot of you are not typing the in the actual process journal. Like a couple people turned this in, but they didn't actually type anything in the reflection part. So you guys are getting a grade on on doing this reflection part, okay, for section 1, and then for section 2, there's a reflection part there. And I'm also looking.
When is the reflection due?
This one is due on Friday by noon, I believe.
Okay.
Oh no, Thursday by midnight. Tomorrow by midnight.
Okay.
And the second half is due Friday by noon.
Okay.
So make sure that you type that on.
Miss Cortez, did you get my chat?
Oh, okay, Bethel. Walks if you want to share your computer, sound it. Oh, when you share your screen, then it has a little box that asks if you want to share your computer audio. Oh, okay, let's try it. Oh, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try watching this together. All right, Scout, this is for you.
It won't work.
Can you guys hear this?
Yep.
Welcome back.
In this session, we'll be exploring the foundations of
Finally.
which include
that is really loud.
It's really loud.
Really.
Okay, well, you'll have to turn it down on your device. I don't know.
and some key people.
Today, we'll focus on the creative team, the foundation of the production of a musical. At the core of the creative team are the director, music director, and the choreographer.
I'm gonna watch this whole thing.
The director is in charge of the big picture. He or she develops the artistic vision or overall concept, coordinates all the creative elements of a production, and chooses the actors, a process called casting. The director also helps actors identify their objective or what their character wants in each moment of the play. The director stages the play by giving us actors our blocking. Blocking.
Okay, so this one was a question that a lot of people asked. In fact, they're going to explain it here, but you can think of blocking as any movement or positioning that the actors have so that they know where to go, where to stand, where to sit, where to be on the stage.
Blocking is an actor's movement around the stage during a scene, including entrances and exits. The director crafts the blocking to focus the audience's attention toward the most important moments of the story. Regardless of where on stage actors move, we have to remember to cheat out. When I position my body toward the audience can see my face, which also helps them hear what I'm saying. It's important to speak clearly using good diction and to project, which means sending your voice all the way to the back of the audience. Actors rely on their director to help us practice and achieve these acting foundations. Now, let's look at the common vocabulary for parts of the stage. The creative team helps us sing and dance all while acting on stage. So it's important we all speak the same language when it comes to parts of the stage. Stages used to be raked or shaped like a ramp so the audience could see them. Thankfully, someone realized that the audience could be raked instead of the stage.
But because we started with the rake stage, walking to the front of the stage or towards the audience is moving downstage, while walking towards the back of the stage is moving upstage.
All stage movement to the left or right is from the actor's perspective. Stage right, stage left, center stage. You actually have 9 parts of the stage.
And that is downstage right, downstage center, downstage left, upstage right, upstage center, upstage left, center stage, stage right, and stage left.
Actors come up with some useful standard abbreviations to make it easier to notate blocking in our scripts. Check it out.
Yeah, I researched about that. That's the part that I researched.
As an actor, you're in charge of notating your blocking.
The stage manager, the person in charge of keeping all rehearsals and performances in order and on schedule, also notates the blocking for every character.
So in an actual production, when you are given your paper script, there's always extra space in your script, and this is specifically designed so that you can write down your stage directions, your blocking, anything that you need to know as an actor so that you can move across the stage. And the stage manager also writes this down. They keep track of everybody's movements in their book. And that's really, really important, because if you are working on something and later on you change your mind, you can look and see where you had the actors originally, and you can compare that to where you want them to be. So that's really helpful.
So these abbreviations are really useful.
The music director is in charge of teaching the songs to the actors and the orchestra. Just as the director executes the playwright's intentions through directing actors' interpretation of the dialogue, the music director executes the intentions of the composer and lyricist through directing singers' interpretation of music and lyrics. Here's Carl German, the music director of The Lion King on Broadway, with some thoughts on music direction.
We really start with the notes of the composer, orchestration concepts that we have to do, and we try to teach the actors with proper music skills, good pitch, good rhythm, and good sense of tone when they're singing. That's what we always try to do first. We take the music and we try to learn it, know perfectly.
Music directors rely on foundational music concepts to do their job. They use terms to describe dynamics. Piano, soft, and forte, loud. You can use these 2 words with mezzo, medium, orissimo, very. Mezzo piano means medium soft, fortissimo means very loud. Dynamics can change during a note or a phrase. Crescendo, moving from soft to loud, and decrescendo, moving from loud to soft, are like turning the volume up or down. Other terms describe articulation. Staccato, choppy, detached notes, and legato, smooth, fluid notes, add texture to a song. Still other terms describe tempo. Presto, fast, allegro, brisk, and adagio, slow. Composers will include some of these foundations in the music. Oh, here's some examples from Hakuna Matata.
The choreographer is in charge of creating and teaching the dance numbers in the musical. Here's Garth Fagan, the choreographer of The Lion King on Broadway.
My job is to take the dances that tell stories, that enliven the stories that the singers told or the actors told, so you get a different perspective on it. You know, Nala and Simba are in love, and then they dance it by embracing each other, and Simba lifting up Nala. I want a strong, sharp movement. I want a soft, lovely little cuddly movement, you know. That's my job, to get that out of the dancers. Then we have to deal with where you put it in space. Is it gonna be upstage left, where it's a very strong place on the stage? Is it going to be right down front, center, on top of the audience, right in the audience's face? And then how to move it from one area to the other. So it looks like that's how lions would move. That's how hyenas would move. That is the job of a choreographer, to entertain, enlighten, educate audiences, all of those things.
Garth mentioned foundations of choreography, which include levels: high, medium, low, size, big, small.
You guys probably remember this when we did our unit on dance and movement. We played around with these different shapes and sizes. We played around with all these different movements and shapes and sizes to create the different emotions in the story.
Shape: angular, round, and quality: fluid or sharp, bouncy or grounded, heavy or light.
Today, you will all have the chance to practice being directors, music directors, and choreographers. But first, you're gonna have to learn a song.
How about Hakuna Matata? It's a wonderful phrase.
Indeed. Let's practice using call and response, then we'll sing along with the track on your rehearsal CD. Okay,
Obviously,
I go,
you guys don't have a track to sing with, but you can certainly practice this a little bit. We're not really focusing on singing a lot in this unit, but if that's something that you really enjoy, you can certainly give it a try. If you've seen the movie before, hopefully you're kind of already familiar with the song. If you haven't seen the movie before, it's a really fun song. It's probably one of the most memorable songs in the movie.
Can you make
really
watching the movie homework?
I am not going to make watching the movie homework because not everybody has it, but you certainly can watch the cartoon or the live action if you want to as we go through this. The movie is a little bit different than the Broadway show.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that.
But that's okay. Like the story concepts are basically the same. Yeah.
Isn't it like this is based on the concept of the movie?
So the Broadway show is certainly based on the same animated story that you have probably seen before. The storyline follows everything that you would have seen in the cartoon, but there are certainly a few different.
Crazy windy at my house.
There are a couple of additional songs in the Broadway show that are not in the animated movie. Yep, it's very windy.
Crazy windy.
Well, don't they also like extend the scene a little bit?
Yeah,
like
there
when
are
I
some
saw it,
additional pieces in the Broadway show as
yeah,
well.
when I saw it, and then you compare it to the movie, it's not.
It's not exactly the same, but it's
with
close
you.
enough.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
What a wonderful phrase.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Ain't no passing craze.
Ain't no passing craze.
It means no worries.
It means no worries.
For the rest of your days.
For the rest of your days.
It's our problem-free.
It's our problem-free.
Philosophy.
Philosophy.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Okay, let's try it with music all together.
Yeah, sing along if you want. I'm in.
Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Today, we've looked at the foundational jobs of the creative team and learned some key terms for blocking, music, and choreography.
Now, you'll put these into practice as you music direct and choreograph Hakuna Matata and direct the scene that leads into the song. Break a leg.
Yay, that was fun. I'm glad that worked.
Break the leg?
No, that's just what we say to people. There's a lot of superstition because theater goes back to really ancient times. There's a lot of superstition kind of that's embedded in the culture of theater. And so when you want to wish someone good luck, you don't want to sort of jinx them by saying good luck. And so instead you say break a leg. And it just goes back to the superstitious ideas of ancient theater. So, Bethel shared a link. I'll share a link as well. She shared it with me. She said this is where you can find the movie on Google. So I don't know if it will be great or what's going on, but I haven't watched that one yet, but that's an option as well. So, Lola, what's your question?
Can you read the story, the shared story thing?
I will read the shared story.
Yay! Warning, it's
Santi,
like
did you have a
rated
question?
PG-13.
Can you share the
Can I share what?
link for the Lion King?
Yes, I just posted it in the chat to everyone.
Okay.
Oh, this is just a 3-minute video. It's not the whole entire movie.
Wait.
But it's a start. You can try finding it.
Pause.
Okay, so Lola wanted me to read the story from our class. I will be happy to do that because you guys are so silly. Let's see, where are we at?
Warning, it's like rated PG.
I know, that's what she
12.
said. Okay, so if you haven't seen the story time, the shared story time, I posted it on the on the stream page. Okay, so here we go. No one had ever snuck into the school at night before, but Justin and Megan intended to be the first. A few days earlier, they had begun their plan. They felt confident that it was flawless, and they were determined to find out what was in Mrs. McMurtry's desk drawer. As Megan walked around the school keeping guard, she heard a blood-curdling scream. Justin, she thought. Running back to where she had last seen Justin, she found him unconscious on the ground, a huge gash running along his right arm and blood pooling around it. Megan whirled around when she heard a rustle behind her. A pair of narrow, snake-like eyes with slits for pupils met her gaze. She gasped. She had heard rumors about a snake creature before at school, but never believed them. As soon as she grabbed the pair of scissors nearby on the floor, Justin's arm grabbed her as if in a trance and looked at her with the same eyes as the monster. A smile with a creepy smile that made Megan want to slap him. Behind her, Megan heard another noise, this one like the scream of her sister. Blood pounding in her ear, she left Justin and ran straight to the cafeteria where she heard the noise. She gasped, for the scene in front of her was monstrous. She saw her sister, her mom, and her dad tied to the water fountain with the snake bearing down on them. Just as the snake was inches away from her sister's face, Megan ran at the snake, scissors in hand, and pierced the side of the snake. She was horrified when the decently sized hole she had created with the scissors healed with the blink of an eye. She tried again and again, but each time the snake didn't even flinch. She had to find another way, either to hurt or to distract the snake so that she could save her family. But how? Suddenly, she had an idea. She sprinted over to where Justin lay, all creepy and snake-like, and dragged him to where the big snake, who was ready to attack her family, could see her and Justin. Sorry, Justin, she said, and she started punching him like mad. Well, that sure got the snake's attention, and it turned away from her family. As the snake came through, a light shone through the cafeteria. Something stepped forward, and the snake hissed and drew back. At first, it looked like a goddess was coming, but as she got closer, Megan could see Mrs. McMurtry. Mrs. McMurtry's rounded belly due to her baby and her tight bun in her hair. The light came from a single coin she was holding, which bore a carving of a snake. I gasped, then narrowed my eyes at Mrs. McMurtry. What's going on? Are you working with this beast? Mrs. McMurtry looked offended as she placed a hand on her belly. We had both forgotten about the snake in the room, Justin and my imprisoned family. No, Megan, it's about time that a student knew this. Come and I will tell you, she said. Everything and everyone seemed to be frozen in place as Mrs. McMurtry led me out of the room and into a dark closet. When she flicked on the light, I saw that the closet was actually a dimly lit hallway painted black, with torches lining the walls. There were paintings, pictures, and pieces of paper concealed in glass along the walls. The school was built on the site of an ancient temple, the site where the god of serpents swore his hate of everything and made it his life mission to destroy all things organized and with a purpose. The ancient ones built this temple, which was now nothing but ruins, to make the serpent god happy, to give sacrifices for him to keep the peace. Megan stared at her incredulously. The god has gone too long without his sacrifice, so he has cursed the school for obvious reasons, Mrs. McMurtry continued. It's my job to protect it. Megan interrupted her. So you know the reason we came here, said Megan. Well, yes, I've known for a long time. What? Yelled Megan. Have you been spying on me? Well, yes, I have. I've stationed teachers all around yours and Justin's house. Suddenly it came back to Megan. Justin! Megan ran back to the door and pulled hard. It didn't budge, and she pulled again. With a sickening snap, the handle came off. You trapped me, Megan accused Miss McMurtry, beside herself with rage. Megan, still fuming, expected Miss McMurtry to deny that she trapped Megan. Megan whirled around when she heard a soft hissing sound that sounded like, yes, issuing from Mrs. McMurtry's mouth. Megan faced Miss McMurtry and was horrified when slithering out of Miss McMurtry's mouth was a huge, monstrous snake. With a horrible slapping sound, the snake hit the floor and Miss McMurtry moved no more.
Added by me.
That's a very
Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger.
I hope you all enjoyed the creepy story. Okay, it's time for us to wrap up our meeting today. Scout, if you want to stick around, I can play the other video for you so that you can watch it. And if you guys have any other questions, please email me, let me know if you're having any trouble accessing any of the documents. Santi, do you have a question before we go?
Yeah, who made that story?
This was a shared story. If you want to add to it, Santi, you can go to your whatever class period you're in and go to the stream page. I made it as an enrichment, so you can find it there. And then, of course, you guys can always access the video recordings of our classes if you, if you're ever not able to attend. Does anybody else have any questions before we say farewell? Okay. Farewell. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Adieu.
Guys, it's crazy windy at my house. Look at this.
Yeah, it's starting to get windy here too.
And I have a tree over there that is like uprooted.
That's scary.
My dad's kind of worried about that.
Yeah, be careful with that. Okay.
Can you stay just to watch the video?
Yeah, you can stay just to watch the video if you want to. I'll play
Well,
it.
I'm not. I'm just gonna. I don't need to watch the video, so.
Fine. Either way, Tway.
And your daughter's like jumping up behind you on the camera.
She's wasting time and not doing her homework, which she should.
For you to help me.
Okay, well, have a nice day, Miss Cortez.
Okay, bye.